This is Turning Point, Profiles of Fairleigh Dickinson University Alumni. In this episode, we feature Sherri Glaab, an elementary school principal who's been a teacher and is also an adjunct professor of education at FDU.
This is what I tell my students. I'm in Fairleigh Dickinson University currently in the teaching profession with incoming teachers who are excited and motivated. And I tell each of them, yes, we're in a tough time, but at the end of the day, you are making a difference. You are in it because of the children, and it gets tough, and it's challenging, and it's the most rewarding job out there. It becomes not only your career, your profession, but your lifelong dream to change somebody's life. And you do that each and every year, each and every child, and each and every family along the way. It is still the best profession. The reason you enter education is for the children. From the first day through the last day. Everything in between is wonderful. You're continually learning and growing. I always knew from a young child that I wanted to be in education, teaching to my dolls, working with my aunt who is also a teacher, and loving it and hearing her stories. And at that point, I entered high school, started working with children as well, and knew after my first difficult or challenging student that I had and making a difference for this little boy that was going through a divorce that was very challenged in and out of school, socially as well as academically, and I made a difference. And I knew from that point on, this is where I need to be. Fairleigh has always played a role in my life. My brother attended Fairleigh Dickinson as an undergrad as well as receiving his master's. I came in as a freshman knowing I wanted to go into education, received my first master's here, came back as a second master's in leadership. It has been a great support system, undergrad as well as graduate, keeping in touch with all of the professors. Again, now they reached out to me. I'm on the alumni board. I'm on the advisory board for education. We just started an alumni chapter in education. As well as being an adjunct professor here, it truly has been a wonderful experience. Coming from the classroom and going into administration has been the best thing that I've done. I'm able to effectively reach not just a class of 20 or 25, but a school of 200. And I feel that I am a hands-on educator, and everything that I do each day is for the children. Whether it is going through paperwork, but you have to get out of the office. You need to get out of the office and be able to talk to the children, talk to the families, talk to my teachers. I understand what they're going through because I've been there, and I'm always cognizant of the reality of what a classroom entails, as well as all of the challenges that all of my teachers face in being able to reach each and every child. As we look at our parents, we want them to be involved. A lot of them work and have different strategies that they can use to work with their children, to work with the families. Is my job. I have to step in and I have to let them know I have an open door policy. I want them to call, I want them to come in, I want them to email if that's most effective for them. I agree, it is hard for families today, but I think that they need to know what's going on. Children have not changed, the environment has changed, and I think we have to stay on top of that and work together collaboratively. As we look at children and we look to, of course, boost their self-esteem, we have to do it in a safe way and an effective way. We have to give them direct instruction. We have to give them direct feedback, positive as well as something that can help them to overcome an obstacle. It is our job to, of course, keep their spirits up, to keep them happy, to keep them motivated, but to also teach them how to problem solve. We are in a world right now where it is instant gratification of texting. The internet is everybody's first and foremost in their wants and needs list right now. What we have to do is get back to basics, and we're doing that, but infusing the technology effectively as we go through. Dedication, of course, being motivated and positive and love children, being a reflective practitioner, being able to see what works, what does not work, being able to come into a classroom with a fresh set of eyes each and every day and each and every year, and being able to know that they want to stay current with education. They want to see what's going on with the children to motivate them, to not give up when there's an obstacle ahead.